Hi, I'm Ann Peck, and this is Straight Talk for a Curvy World. Today's topic is grief. As women, it's not unusual for us to devote so much time and energy to caring for other people that by the time we get alone with ourselves, there's nothing left to give ourselves. Does that sound familiar? I know it does for most of you. When we are dealing with grief, and understand I'm no expert, I just have a lot of experience of dealing with grief. When we're dealing with grief, connecting with other people who understand, who've been there, who are there to love and support us, is really the key to moving through grief with grace. That doesn't mean it will be easy. That doesn't mean it will go faster. What that means is we won't be doing it alone. Now, whatever grief you are dealing with, whether it's a result of a relationship ending, the death of a loved one, the loss of a job, money, a home, anything, whatever your grief is resulting from, understand that the feelings you are experiencing, whether they're anger, joy, sadness, numbness, we could go on, couldn't we? Whatever you're feeling, it's pretty normal. And sometimes I question that myself, wondering why I feel so strongly with this process. And so I've been talking with some other people, and one of the things that I have come to accept, which wasn't easy, but I have come to accept, is that the grief that we're dealing with that's most recent for us. So for example, in my situation, my father passed away just a few weeks ago. And I have found myself dealing with, as you may imagine, a great deal of grief regarding his passing. And what I have come to understand is that the grief from his passing brings up past grief. So other losses in our history are brought up, and the emotions that go along with them are brought up by the current situation. So the passing of my father was a major life crossroads for me. My parents are gone now, so it's just me and my children. And my dad was my best friend. He was my confidant. He was my business mentor. I called him to get his opinion, his strength, his wisdom on all things, whether they were business related, whether they were personal, emotional things, men things, you name it. And he was my go-to guy. He was the one I called. So as I'm dealing with the grief of his loss, and as that grief brings up past grief, the grief from my marriage ending, the grief from losing who I thought was the love of my life, the grief from having a significant change in my living situation, if you will. All of those things that have come up as a result of my father's passing are things that I want to call and talk to my dad about. And, well, sure, I can talk to him, as many people say, and I think those are things we say to comfort ourselves and to bring comfort to other people. Yes, I can talk to him. He's still with me. But it's not the same. It's not the same as picking up the phone and hearing his voice and having him say to me, "It's going to be okay, honey. You're a strong woman. You'll be all right." Now, I know all of those things, and I hear his voice telling them to me, but I'm grieving at the loss of being able to dial the phone and hear him pick up on the other end. So I'm sharing this video with all of you today for a couple of reasons. One, I want you to remember that whatever you are facing right now, whatever is causing the emotional upheaval in your life, whatever the crossroads is, you are not alone. You are not alone. And the second reason that I wanted to share this video is because I truly believe, and if you've been following me for any length of time, or if you've taken my program, you've heard me say this time and time again. I truly believe that these types of situations, these crossroads that we face, are better faced together, connecting with other people who have been there, who understand, who can love, support, and lift us up. So as I go through my crossroads, the death of my father, I wanted to reach out and share a little of my story in hopes that it will lift you up. And I would ask all of you watching this video to think about loss that you've had in your life. Think about the grief that you've encountered, you may still be dealing with. And you see that space right below this video, the comment section? Share below this video. Share some of your experiences. Share some of the things that worked for you. Maybe you just want to share a tribute to the person that's no longer here or the situation that has caused you grief. But share with the rest of us, because I promise you, when you share, you will make a difference in someone else's life. Just like I hope sharing my story here will make a difference in someone else's life out there. I love you. I'm thrilled that you are here with us. I invite you once again to share your thoughts, share your experiences, and share a tribute to someone you love right below this video in the comment section. I'm Peck. This is Straight Talk for a Curvy World. Until next time.